Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Health and Wellness. My name is Nellie Greer, and I will be your host tonight. In today's program, we're going to talk about the many benefits of collagen. Dr. Ryan says without collagen, we would be liquid, not solid. Collagen is an insoluble fibrous protein of vertebrates that are the chief constituents of the fibrils of connective tissue. Under electron microscope, it looks like this. So, we're talking about skin, tendons, and of the organic substance of bones. These yield organic gelatin and glue for prolonged healing in conjunction with water. And most of the dietary sources of these is bone broth. Now, back in the 70s, when I was in school, the big thing was to grow long nails and long hair, and so as teenagers, we were told that this gelatin, that Jello had this little box of gelatin that we would put in water and we would mix it and drink it, and it would help us in growing nails. And all of us did that. All the girls said, we got to drink this every day because it's going to promise us to have long nails. And so that was one source back in the day, that gelatin, that Jello had. And so and today, what we have available to us is the bones, like the beef bones, that we can make different things with, like soup and stews, and when we make chicken soup is very good, very medicinal, and it helps us in healing and getting better from colds and flus and stuff because of the bones that are the chicken bones, and chicken bones have a lot to do with it is used for people healing from surgeries, injuries, and all that. So, but we have the bone broth available. You can actually have it so that you end up buying the bones and doing your broth yourself. And there's also the bone protein that's available, and there's also some other drinks available too as well. Collagen plays a critical role in the generation and the regeneration of skin tissue, hair, nails, the sense of hearing, and the sense of touch, even the rejuvenation of the kidneys. That is the hydration that the collagen does for us. It's almost kind of like it's hydrating, and it's making things softer, newer, more volume, hydration. And so that's the reason why collagen is, a lot of times when you buy different products for application for topical use, it has different collagens in it. And not only now is it topical, but now they're understanding that taking it in supplementation is just as important. Now, collagen is literally everywhere in your body. Consuming a daily collagen supplement has the effect to rejuvenate the internal organs and make them work more efficiently, in which case the first results are felt very rapidly. When we start drinking the liquid collagen BioCell, which is one of the products that we're going to be talking about, that is felt within a couple of days. You tend to experience this hydration, this sense of well-being. Your body works better. Every part of you works so much better because of the hydration. Now, continuing with the many benefits, we are going to talk about how it functions for brain. Now, for the brain, in saturating with collagen and hyaluronic acid, what it does is it actually helps us to have less headaches. A lot of times when we have headaches, they are all because we're like drying out from the inside out. And so it affects our brain, and it helps us, we can't think clear, we forget where we have left different things. And so this way here, by taking the collagen, that is one of the very first functions that happens for us. We tend to start thinking more clear, and we remember a lot of different things. Now, the circulation, this actually works a lot with diabetics and people that have heart condition, and it's where you end up swelling. You have the swelling happens on your legs, knees, or the feet, or hands, or arms, and by taking collagen, this is another way that you realize as to how much better you feel, because the circulation increases, the swellingness reduces, and you start to understand what it's doing. Diabetics tend to get fluid retention, and they get neuropathy, and it helps with that. For heart individuals, what it does is it does that as well. It tends to, the lymphatic doesn't move, you have a lot of blockages. The collagen works in the circulation in those many different ways. Digestively, it's when you know, in the beginning of the day, you get up and you're functioning really well. By the time it's 12, your digestive system starts to slow down somewhat. By 3 o'clock, you are slow. So by the time you eat dinner, which is actually your biggest meal of the day, your digestion is not moving at all. So the idea is that the hydration that happens with the collagen, it actually helps to move, to hydrate all parts of us so that everything works so much better. You'll end up experiencing better digestion, but also you'll start becoming more regular. It's it's amazing how the difference of what people talk about as to all the things that they experience. Eyes are improved vision, but it's not just improved vision. A lot of times when you take collagen, what happens is your eyes get bigger. It's almost kind of like they get hydrated. Your collagen, the elasticity happens. It's like your skin becomes more plumper. You can see better, but if you have allergies, that cease. The improvements of the eyes are across the board. So, which means that any farsighted, nearsighted, it doesn't matter if you have floaters, if you have cataracts, if you have macular degeneration, all those things are improved. And that is for eyes. If you have allergies, that tends to improve too, because it does hydrate the eyes. And the eyes become more clear, and they also become more white. It's like the white of the eye is really, really clear. The heart and the pulse adjustment. Now, the heart, sometimes people say that their heart tends to pump so hard that they feel like it's pumping out of their chest, and also that tends to regulate. You know, every part of us, all of us on the inside, as we age, we tend to dry, and so what happens is all the organs, they start to become smaller and smaller because they're really truly drying out. And so by taking collagen, it hydrates, it helps the heart. So if you have a slippery pulse, or if you have jumpy pulse, that adjusts that. It actually, through the hydration, you don't have, it starts to regulate things. And so it's very helpful for the heart as well. Now, the joint and cartilage, it's pain alleviated. And for the joints, what it does is it actually puts back the synovial fluid that's missing in the knee joint tissue. And so a lot of times if you have cracking that happens or dislocation or just truly just the fact that there's the joint, your knees or your hands are so swollen that they hurt, the collagen hydrates and it helps in lubricating those areas of joint and cartilage and tendons. Continuing on, there is kidneys. Okay, so here I wanted to just give a note about the importance of the kidneys. Everyone knows that kidneys help to remove waste products from the blood, but they also play an important role in controlling blood pressure. Additionally, they filter through over 200 quarts of blood each day, removing over 2 quarts of waste that flow into the bladder and in the form of urine through the tubes called ureters. Now, as the kidneys get damaged or they dry out, and as you get older, the kidneys become very small, but they also dried out so much that it almost looks like, if you know what a natural rock would look like in nature, that under the conditions it would end up with holes and really dry out. That's what the kidneys look like. They look really small, hardened, and with holes, all dried out, and that is in absence of the collagen. Now for liver, it improves the liver. Now know that the liver function is where the blood is filtered through and it's cleansed, and it picks up all the debris and all the waste, and it purifies the blood. And so a lot of times when people drink a lot, or if they eat a lot of sugar, or if they do a lot of drugs, the liver has to purify the blood so that the blood then can heal. So the idea is that it's very important to, the liver is the same way. The liver can dry out, and it can, it just looks small and all dried out and pasty, and so that is what the liver looks like. So in taking collagen, it actually helps with it improves the function. Now lungs, the lungs for better breathing. Now the lungs, in hydrating the lungs, what happens is when the lungs are filled with mucus and acid and all, and the pH is wrong in the body, what happens is you end up with, or candida is present in the lungs. What happens is you have asthma or you have allergies, and so the idea is that, and you can't breathe, and you can't do a physical exercise without, having difficulties. It actually hydrates, and it actually makes the lungs hydrate and new, and so you end up having a sense of well-being and breathing better. For muscles, it improves the muscle mass. It actually when you work out, it helps to build muscle mass, and it helps so that the skin is smooth. You have good contraction to muscles. You end up being able to do physical, exercises because it helps with the muscle and the muscle mass. A lot of times what happens as we get older, we end up accumulating more fat, and the fat overtakes, and we end up with less muscle mass. And when we have less muscle mass, what happens is we end up not burning fat as well. When we increase the muscle mass, what happens is we become, we weigh more, but we end up looking like we're thinner. And so that is what you eventually want to do. When you're younger, you have more muscle mass. When you get older, you have less. And by doing the collagen, it helps you to build the muscle mass so that it makes you youthful, and it helps you also to be able doing the constructive things in life, like carrying your groceries, or cleaning your house, or moving the bed, or moving the furniture, that is what the collagen does for us. Now, for prostate, men tend to have problems where swelling happens, and when you present collagen, the swelling goes down only because that is the very thing that's needed in order to assist in being able to reduce the swelling. The collagen is one of the things that it's one of the things, as well as the hyaluronic acid, because you need to hydrate. The collagen actually takes care of pain, and it actually takes care of swelling. It helps with circulation. So because of it, all those things become better. Now, weight loss. The weight loss happens because when you hydrate, you end up, it affects your whole body. And when it affects your whole body, it affects all the different things that we just talked about. The kidneys, the liver, the lungs, the bladder, your heart, and your brain. It helps all. And in doing so, it helps with a hormonal. And so the idea is that when you start, and you know, the other thing is that your digestive system works better, you end up eliminating, and the more you end up taking collagen, the more hydration that happens. And when that happens, what it tends to make the body work more efficiently, and you end up eliminating on a regular basis. You tend to eat all the right foods, because when you do one thing that's right, it escalates in all the other things. Now, without collagen, your entire health is truly at risk. The difference between yourself and a child is the youth of the cells of the internal organs. All of these have an important point in common, and that is collagen. Now, after 25 years of age, the available collagen in the body has already decreased by 30%. That is amazing. 25. At 25. You think at 25 you're not, you look at yourself and you consider yourself very young. But the idea is that that is when the collagen starts to decrease. At the age of 30, the body has already ceased to produce collagen altogether. So when it runs out, the organs begin to slowly degrade, and the body function starts to slow down as the years go by. Then after 50 years old, it's stated in recent medical literature that the humans have already lost 50% of their total collagen supply. That's why for all of those folks who start going to the gym after 30, they have to be more mindful with their exercise regimen. It becomes much easier to incur injuries to the tendons and ligaments after 30 years old. So what can we do? Well, there are a few new nutraceutical products available that can help us out. Now, I want to go back to the how we end up losing so much collagen at that young age. You know, sometimes if you look at the movie stars, you will find that there's a certain age where they right away, by the time they're 25, 30 years old, they're already going to the surgeon, because they're already thinking that they're looking kind of tired. That's usually what they say. So they go in to be vamp up a little bit, because that is exactly what happens when you live a life that is considered drinking coffee just to keep yourself up, taking drugs, taking all these taking pop, liquor, drugs of all different things, and by the time you're 30, that is what happens, and you continue that vicious cycle, and it's more and more, and by the time you're 50 years old, that is exactly what happens. And what can we do? We can actually look at one item that it's in a liquid form, and it's called liquid BioCell. And it's a skin BioCell, which has been designed to nutritionally feed the skin by boosting collagen at a skin level. Now, BioCell has a combination, it's in a liquid form, but it's in a combination of all the things that are going to feed the cell at a cellular level. They use the hydrolyzed collagen type 2. And the reason why they use that is because collagen type 2 is a protein that is part of the cartilage, bone, and other tissues in animals and humans. People use collagen from chickens for medicine. Chicken collagen is used to treat joint pain associated with many types of arthritis and surgeries, as well as back pain and neck pain, and pain following injuries. Now that's the type 2. The reason why the type 2 is used is because of that, because it's strictly for the tendons and the joints and the connective tissue. Now, hyaluronic acid, it's also used because the hyaluronic acid is, it's actually it's what lubricates, it's what, it hydrates the skin. And it's actually used topically because of that, because it makes the skin so smooth and so hydrated. And the BioCell skin has it. Chondroitin sulfur is used, and that is a component of human connective tissue found in cartilage and bone. In supplements, chondroitin sulfate it's usually comes from animal cartilage, and the claims are that it reduces pain and inflammation, improves joint function, and slows progression of osteoarthritis. Now, it also has antioxidants. The skin BioCell is a complete liquid which actually drives into the body quicker, it absorbs quicker, it hydrates, and it starts, unbeknownst to you, you don't see your inside. But what it does, it hydrates you, and what happens is, as you hydrate the internal body, the exterior starts to you start to notice it on your face, on your neck, and you're going to see photographs as we go, continue to go on here. You are going to see testimonies of people that have actually how they heal, how their skin is transformed, and how their eyes get bigger and their skin elasticity comes back, and everything looks nice and firm and hydrated, and that is the skin. The difference between the BioCell skin and the other product that we're going to talk about is that it has a lot of different antioxidants. There's pomegranate, there's acai berry, vitamin C, there's pear, there's Noni. There's a lot of different antioxidants in the skin BioCell that actually it incorporates, and it works all together with the collagen and with the hyaluronic acid and the chondroitin sulfate. You know, the chondroitin sulfate is what softens, it is what makes everything pliable, and the hydration that happens with the hyaluronic acid softens as well, and the collagen is then added on there, and it just makes everything so smooth and so much nicer. And you will start noticing this, and once you start noticing the benefits that you get within the 90 days, it is amazing. You see it every day. You get to see it within the very first weeks, but then the longer that you're on it, the more and more it transforms. Now, there's then also from BioCell, there is a BioCell Pure. Now, the BioCell Pure is exactly as the name implies, pure, which means that it's 100% pure hydrolyzed collagen, hyaluronic acid, and chondroitin sulfate. That means that it doesn't have any of the antioxidants in it. It has all the other three, but not antioxidants. Now, the reason being is because there are folks that have said, you know what, I don't really want the sweet, I don't want the sugar, I don't normally do sugar, so I want something that is going to be just totally the hyaluronic, the collagen, and the sulfate, and that's all I want. And so by doing that, the Pure is perfect for them because they don't have to worry. If they are already have a diet that is, they're doing all that, or maybe they're taking some other supplements that are doing that, they don't have to worry because the Pure gives them exactly just solidly, it gives them the very thing to transform them in doing the very things that the skin would do, except without the antioxidants. Now, the hydrolyzed collagen type 2 is, yeah, we did talk about that before. I talked about it, how it's the one that's used from chicken, and it's the one that's predominant for the connective tissue and also the tendons and the ligaments and the joint tissue. So actually that's the collagen too. The hyaluronic acid, the most amazing biological lubricant and vital to the human body. That's the one we just talked about, how it lubricates, and it's what makes everything soft and very pliable. One recent study strongly indicated that hyaluronic acid can aid in boosting collagen production within the human body. This is very important. Actually, additionally, eating foods rich in vitamin C and amino acids can increase the levels of hyaluronic acid and collagen in the body, both of which are necessary for healthy skin. Know that, you know, a lot of folks today are either vegetarians or they go on protein diets, and they tend to just eat the variations in diets, changing the diets, going cleansing, doing this, doing that. And the whole principle is that when you do too much of that, what happens is you disturb the balance of what's going on in your body. And so the idea is that we need amino acids, we need the vitamin C's, we need the fruits. Some people don't eat fruits at all. We need the vitamin C from the fruits and vegetables, and we also need proteins. And so when people start to separate and start doing different things that and don't really follow through on a normal balanced diet, those are the things that happen. You fall short, and the very thing that you start noticing is your body starts to wither, and it starts to show in how you look and how your skin becomes saggy, or it becomes, the elasticity is lost. Now, chondroitin sulfate is a component of human connective tissue found in cartilage and bone. In supplements, chondroitin sulfate usually comes from animal cartilage. Claims reduces pain and inflammation, improves joint function, and it slows progression of osteoporosis. Now that is chondroitin sulfate. BioCell is really a kind of nutritional therapy, as can be seen in people's testimony. Now you're going to see the testimonies. They're totally amazing. The formation as to how people can change. You can change at any time. You're not old ever. I mean, you can better. Whatever age you are, you can make it better. We can see their before and after pictures. Now this is an example of a lady that had, on the before picture, you can see that she had just her hands are all stiff and destructive. They're just all bent, and she can't straighten them. On the before picture, you can see how destructive the arthritis has been to her. Now, in 2 weeks' time, normally it's said that most people that start on the BioCell, they can see results, but everybody's different. But in 2 weeks' time, you can see how her hands are opening up better. She doesn't have them folded anymore. Her hands are actually straightened out. The bones are not as big and as puffy like it was on the first, on the before picture. In 6 weeks' time, her hands are now straightened out, and they're still puffy on the joints, but they're letting go. That is what happens when you hydrate the body and you feed it the very things that it needs, and that is the collagen, the hyaluronic acid, and the chondroitin sulfate. These things are totally amazing as to what can happen in 90 days. It's amazing. Now, this lady has... you can see on her neck where the first picture is actually, it's dry, it's red, it's raw, it's rashy, it's kind of, and it's dry. I mean, it just looks, and it's, the elasticity is not there. In the second picture, you can see that the tone of the skin is already changed, and the redness is gone, the rashiness is gone, and the skin is hydrated. Now, in the third picture, now this is 3 months now, it's 90 days. The 90 days always does totally transformation. In 90 days, you can see that the skin is smooth, it's hydrated, it's not flaky, it's not dry, it's tight, it's not saggy. It looks wonderful. The transformation is amazing. 90 days. This gentleman now, it's here we have a testimony of a gentleman suffering with ailing health. Now, for this gentleman, you can see many different things. He's got receding hairline. The hair is all the way back. It's thin. He's got creases on the forehead. His thighs are sunken in. He's got creases and lines on the mouth. His neck, the skin on the neck are sagging. It's dry. He's got redness to it. He's got dark sun damage. And his mouth, his lips are really thin, and it goes to show you all the different damages that he's got in his overall health. Even his teeth and his jawline is sag. But now you see him in the next picture, and everything, his hair is fuller, his forehead, the lines on his forehead are less, his receding hairline is less, he's got more hair on around his face, his eyes are not sunk in, the creases, he doesn't have any lines and creases, his jawline is better, his neck is better, the coloring is better. He's got he looks 25 years younger. And this is the difference. In the first picture, he looks frail. In the next picture, he looks healthy. And this is what happens with folks that end up doing this. All the damage is taken care of. The skin loses that redness. It actually has natural coloring. He doesn't look frail. He looks healthy. And that's in 90 days. So then, for all those who don't like the idea of taking, maybe you don't like taking liquid supplements, and you want to change as to how you address the very things with the collagen and the hyaluronic acid. The liquid form, the collagen and the hyaluronic acid, is also available in capsule, and it looks like this. Now, this is collagen and hyaluronic acid capsules that we carry in the store and are an excellent quality product. Everything is manufactured in the USA and is GMP certified for quality. For those folks that don't want to do liquid, that would rather take capsules, but if they do want to take capsules and they just don't want the liquid, they can actually open the capsules and put it in water if that's the way they want to do it. If they don't want the combination, or they don't like exactly what the liquid is, they can actually do the capsules, but they can also open the capsules and take it that way as well. But now we should look at, take a look at the foods that strengthens the bones. Now, this is food combinations. This is food that strengthens the bones. And, you know, I want to say that a lot of times, like I said before, how when people end up doing all these different things as far as changing their diets, they actually lose a lot of the benefits that they can receive. So firstly, I want to talk about ginseng. Ginseng is really considered to be an herb, but truthfully, it's a superfood and belongs to the carrot family. That's ginseng. Prolonged consumption can help keep the skin's original shape, and it has been found to promote the growth of collagen. There are foods that actually promote the growth of collagen. Studies have shown that ginseng's ability to preserve skin against the UVB light rays, which is the light that is damaging to the skin. Additionally, when ginseng is combined with antioxidants together, they protect healthy cells and contribute to glowing skin. But all ginseng is not the same. It is extremely important that the ginseng that you consume is at least 6 years old. At 6 years of age, the herb is considered to be matured and safe to use for supplementation. It is important because when you take ginseng that's immature, what happens is it affects your blood pressure, and that did happen to a gentleman that came in and said, I can't do ginseng because it affects my blood pressure. And I told him, I think you're taking immature ginseng. He tried our ginseng, and guess what? It didn't do that. And it's good for energy. It's good for a lot of different things. It's good for the immune. Also, there are a lot of nutritional items that haven't previously received so much attention in the past that are now coming to light. Marine plant ingredients, for example, are becoming more and more popular in beauty circles as part of established beauty routines. Algae are able to prevent naturally occurring oxidation from reducing the skin's collagen and thus preserving the elasticity of skin. That is what marine plant extracts will do. They are Chlorella, spirulina, and phytoplankton. Phytoplankton is another algae that actually is good in encapsulating tumors and cysts. And Tom Maurer did this. He's an oceanographer, and we talked about this in one of the programs, and he worked with phytoplankton, and he had he had cancer, and he ended up lung cancer, and he ended up taking phytoplankton by accident, that he was putting it in the tanks in order to release it to the ocean, and he ended up licking his fingers, and he continued to do that for whatever reason, and he found out that when he went to the doctor, he found out that they told him that there was some white substance that was encapsulating the tumor, but they didn't know what that was, and the tumor was getting smaller. And when he went again to be tested again, the doctor said he didn't know what was going on, but that his tumor was shrinking, and that is what was doing it, was the phytoplankton. So phytoplankton is very good, along with the marine plants ingredients. Then other more common ingredients have also been given as a second look too. Cilantro is cilantro, also known as coriander leaf, is an herb commonly called for in many recipes. It contains vitamin C, which has been linked to boost collagen production. Cilantro also contains linolenic acid, which has been studied as a powerful anti-aging factor for the skin. Linolenic acid also contains antioxidants that fight the free radicals in your bloodstream that breaks down healthy skin cells. Cilantro, we do have it in, you can buy it at the store and consume it in everything. You can put it in soup, in stews, you can put it on top of your salad, you can make eggs, and you can garnish it with some of the cilantro. It's very good. It helps in getting rid of heavy metals and a lot of different, it helps you to detoxify. And we have it in an extract, so you can take it and put it in water and drink it as tea, and it's very good that way. The food groups are all the different food groups, and that is your fruits and vegetables, salmon and blueberries and all types of beans and pomegranate and grapefruit and avocados and nuts and seeds and asparagus and cabbage. All these things are so important for our diet. Broccoli. So those are all the things that are very beneficial, along with the protein. Now we're going to talk about essential oils. Now, you know, essential oils, I always tend to put some essential oils in every program that I do, because I realize that in doing that, there's things that you can take internal, and there's also things that you can do topically. And in doing topically, you get so much benefits, and the oils are so medicinal, and they're herbs. They come from shrubs, from herbs, from flowers, from seeds, and all that. So, and rose is one of the oils that is used to. These are oils that we use to rejuvenate and heal, and that is rose oil, sandalwood, myrrh, frankincense, and vetiver. These oils are very high in antioxidants, and they are very high in sesquiterpenes. They're holy oils, and what they do is they tend to, if you have fungal, if you have any skin disorders, if you have any cancer, because the holy oils, they tend to work with that. And so and also they're anti-inflammatory. They help with so much in rejuvenating and healing. Those are the oils you use, and these oils can be done topically. In prevent and retard wrinkles. Now, this is for what we've been talking about with the BioCell and all. With the BioCell, in doing it internally, it's good to do essential oils topically, because then you're hitting it from both angles. And to prevent and retard wrinkles, lavender is like the mother of all oils. Spikenard is a holy oil. Myrrh, again, is used again. Frankincense and sandalwood. These are all oils that are very high in antioxidants, and by using them, they're also anti-inflammatory, antifungal, they're anti-tumoral, and so by using them, if you have oily skin, it betters it. If you have dry skin, it betters it. It actually balances all aspects of what is going on. In regenerating the skin, geranium is amazing. Now remember, geranium, we talked about it in one of the programs, and it said that geranium is good for hormonal. And helichrysum is a holy oil, and it's considered to help varicose veins. It actually helps with circulation, and it is very good for regenerating the skin, but it's good for a lot of other things. It is spikenard is a holy oil as well, and it helps in ridding of any cyst or tumor. And helichrysum thins out, and whatever, if you have hearing impairment, it rids of it. It helps in restoring your hearing. And the spikenard helps with any tumors, any cysts. You apply it, but when you put it on the skin, it regenerates the skin. Melrose is another one that's used, and also sandalwood, holy oil as well. Holy oils are used in a lot of different ways, and when you do them topically, it's amazing as to how the skin just totally blossoms. Restoring the skin elasticity. This one is a big one. Now remember, we always talk about lavender as being the mother of all oils. Whenever you think of something going on the skin, and you don't know exactly how to address it, what oils to use, lavender is very good to use. In fact, when a mother is pregnant, a lot of times there are essential oils that are told not to use, not to introduce, and lavender is okay to use. And it's even used in when the mother is giving birth to relax her. So lavender is used for a lot of different ways. And restoring the skin elasticity, sandalwood combined with lavender, or you can use ylang ylang combined with lavender, or you can use patchouli also combined with lavender. Depending on what it is that you favor, that you like better, that in reading you feel that that would be better for you, you can do that. But those are three choices in restoring skin elasticity, and what you want is the elasticity so that the skin gets back its shape. And drinking water is a big one. For premature aging of skin, we actually say that you should actually use, mix the following recipes, use the following recipes into 1 tablespoon of V6, and V6 is actually an oil complex that Young Living carries. But any high-grade vegetable oil or unscented skin lotion, and apply on location 2 times a day. Now, that for the premature aging for skin, there are different things that you can use. We have an oil that is called jojoba oil, and that oil is a good one to use if you have you can use coconut, you can use olive oil. Finding out that olive oil is very healthy, very good for your skin. It's used for a lot of different conditions, dry skin, eczema, psoriasis, maybe your feet have a lot of callus going on. But jojoba oil is actually used, and you can use it in combination by applying it on, so that you would put the essential oils that you choose to do, and then you can actually put this on top and then work it. Or you can actually also use the tea tree oil, which is also good. And but you can actually use like the Miracle 2 products, like the skin lotion with coconut. Can use that as well. You can actually put the drops of oil on top of the coconut lotion and stir it, and then just kind of apply it on the skin. And you want to do that twice. You want to do it in the morning. There are certain regimens that you do in the morning, and there's certain things you do at night. It's okay to have your skin a little bit oily at night, because you're going to sleep, and as you sleep, the conditions in the house, if it's winter, it'll dry. In the summer, it will hydrate your skin better. So, but in the morning, you don't want to put all those different things, because then what happens is you end up putting your makeup in, and it doesn't go on as nice. So the idea is that just take protocol as to when you're going to do what. Now, the skin rejuvenation. The skin rejuvenation recipe. Now, anytime you use essential oils, know that you can actually use it in with whatever lotions. If you have a specific cream or lotion that you're using now, you can actually use drops of sandalwood, 6 drops of sandalwood, and you can do a little jar or a little cup, and you can actually store it, cover it. But you can do 6 drops of sandalwood, you can put 4 drops of geranium, 3 drops of lavender, and you can put 2 drops of sacred frankincense. And by stirring that in with a little lotion, what you do is you put it on, but not just on the face. You can put it on anywhere of concern that you might have, like maybe the arms, maybe the hands, or maybe the neck, your legs, your feet. That can go anywhere. In closing, I wanted to say that what we've covered today is the many benefits of collagen, but I wanted to say that there is no it doesn't matter what age you are. It doesn't matter that you feel that you're too old at this point to start anything new. You can rebuild. We've had women that have been 92 years old and have started doing different things, and because their husbands died, and they've regained and done things, and you know what? It's worked for them. They blossom. You're never too old. It can work for you, and it's not as hard as all that. It's as simple as doing a drink of BioCell, or maybe taking a capsule of collagen and hyaluronic, or maybe it's just changing the way you do your food and how you address as to what you do topically with essential oils, or maybe the hyaluronic and the collagen. For anybody that would like more information on this as to what we talked about today, maybe they have any questions, or maybe they want to have a consultation, they can call us at the 651-486-0525, or they can log in to our website at greershealth.com.
Noni has been used by Polynesians and Hawaiians for over 2,000 years as their main medicinal plant. Aloha, my name is Steve Fraley, and I'm partner in Hawaiian Health Ohana here on the island of Kauai in Hawaii. We grow Noni. We've been growing for 25 years. We grow our own fruit, and we also manufacture it in our certified FDA-approved facility, and we make a product called Noni Fruit Leather. And I'd like to talk to you today about Noni and the quality of our product and how it might help you. So what is Noni? The botanical name for Noni is Morinda citrifolia. And this is a very good example on one of our trees here on our farm of what Noni is. You can see that young, new fruit that's just flowering, a medium-sized fruit, and this fruit here is ready to be picked. This is Noni. Our food processing facility is approved by the FDA and is certified by HOFA, which is the Hawaii Organic Farmers Association. The whole processing plant, the whole procedure, not only the fruit, is also certified organic. One of the unique things about Hawaiian Health Ohana is that we developed a unique low-heat process using an indirect heat source for drying the fruit. We looked at commercial dryers that dry at 160 to 180 degrees Fahrenheit. We chose to use an indirect heat source of hot water and always dry below 115 degrees Fahrenheit to preserve all the enzymes and the beneficial qualities that are in Noni. If you look at our website at nonifruitleather.net, you'll find a wealth of information. If you click on What's in Noni, you will find clinical analysis of Noni, of the whole fruit, the pulp and the juice. And you'll notice there's 165 different compounds that they found in Noni. Many of those are listed that have been used in over-the-counter medicines for many years. Scopolamine, damoxanthol have been used in traditional medicines. They're naturally in Noni, in the pulp and the juice. So here we are at our certified kitchen. Once the fruit comes in from the field, it is brought to this facility. It is cleaned, we remove the seeds, and then the whole pulp and juice is made into a puree. So we use the whole fruit. That puree is put on trays, put in our unique dryer and dried below 115 degrees, and the fruit comes out in a fruit leather form. That is 11-to-1 concentration, which means when we start with 11 pounds of fruit, after the drying process, we come up with 1 pound of fruit leather. Because of its natural antibacterial and antifungal properties, our product, Noni Fruit Leather, never needs refrigeration. On our package, it tells all the different instructions of how to use it. For many years, we've shown on our label how to make a lotion from our fruit leather. We now have a convenient lavender Noni lotion that comes in a 4-ounce and 8-ounce bottle. It has many uses, and it's made from 99% pure Noni with a little bit of organic lavender from France and a little bit of a grapefruit seed extract, so it never needs refrigeration. You can use the lotion for arthritis, for reducing inflammation and pain. You can use it for all kinds of skin ailments, from eczema, psoriasis, skin rashes. The trainer at the University of Hawaii has been using the lavender Noni lotion for over 1.5 years for sports injuries, from Achilles tendonitis, pulled muscles, sprains, and strains. Our 2-ounce package of Noni Fruit Leather looks like this when it comes out of the package, and it opens into a 17 by 12-inch piece. This is equal to 32 ounces of juice. A 2-inch by 2-inch piece is equal to 1 ounce of juice, and this is the daily amount that you take as a supplement. So we've seen what a Noni tree and the fruit look like. We've talked about the traditional uses by ancient cultures, and you've seen how we make our product here on our farm. If you'd like more information, please visit our website at nonifruitleather.net. You'll find a list of references that you can refer to that we recommend you read. You can also purchase online our product, and we ship out the same day we receive an order. Or you'll find a list of the local stores in your area that carry our Noni Fruit Leather. From my heart, I can truly say that we feel our products are the highest quality. We use only certified organic fruit that we grow, and our Noni Fruit Leather is 100% pure Noni from the whole fruit with no additives or preservatives. At a Hawaiian Health Ohana, we want to give you pure Noni that will help maintain and improve your health.
Hi, my name is Nellie Greer, and welcome to the Health and Wellness Center. You know, we started our business as a hair restoration studio. In working with clients, we found that conversations always led to health. It was through those conversations that we realized that our mission really was education. Today, Greer's Health and Wellness not only offers a wide variety of products, including Miracle 2, natural soaps and neutralizers, digestive health, and also a wide variety of organic teas, herbs, enzymes, and supplements. We also have therapeutic devices that we use in the center that can be purchased for in-home use. Don't forget to check us out on MCN Channel 6 or YouTube for additional educational programming. We at Greer's are small enough to know you, big enough to serve you, and hope to see you in the future.